So great afternoon, great rising, great evening, everybody. This is Terrell Bilbo. I am one of the many trainers here at Extreme FX Global Academy. I want to welcome you to our crypto and blockchain education course. Before we get started, we'll begin with our disclaimer. Extreme FX Global Academy cannot and will not make any guarantees about your abilities to earn money with our trainings. The information shared in these trainings are for educational purposes only. All right, guys, today's discussion, because we've been bombarded by everything that's going on in the market, all the bad news or whatever. But like I always say, is in these times is when the real projects come, because it's easy. Everybody makes money. Everybody's a genius when there's tons of money flowing into the system. But it's those projects, and these are the things that you got to be looking out for. It's those projects, those teams that are still innovating while everybody is in despair and scared and fearful. They are still working, they're still putting in the hours. And those are the ones that are going to benefit in the long run. Like my brother just said, 2 years of putting in work, putting in time, committing himself to this craft, because that's what it is. Learning this is a craft. Learning financing is a skill, but dedicated himself so he can do what he needs to do for not only himself but his family. That's what time it is right now. So man, I'm excited today about sharing some of these things, and I think we're gonna do more of that because I as and you'll see as the market deteriorates or whatever, we're gonna start bringing more projects to the table. Always do your due diligence. Make sure you do your own research. But I'm gonna do my best to bring the best and the brightest, so you can have some of these opportunities in front of you, and hopefully change some lives with it, because I believe that where we're sitting at in cryptocurrency, pennies on the dollar, we will not see these type of numbers again once this market really takes off, when regulation comes into place, and whether the United States or not get their act together or whatever around the world, this thing is happening globally. So, this is definitely a time to lock in. So today we're going to look at DeFi savings account with everything that's going on with the banks, Silicon Valley, some of these other things. I believe some of that was self-induced, just for the simple fact you have some of the bigger banks that want to be the placeholders in this particular market, and they want to be the flight to safety for a lot of people. So a lot of that stuff could have been orchestrated, but what you are seeing, what's coming out of this, is people looking at alternatives to the bank. So we're going to look at a protocol that has DeFi saving account, using decentralized finance as an alternative to your traditional banks. Is going to become more and more popular. So some of these applications, you want to familiarize yourself with them, play around with them again, because by just utilizing learning the protocols, there's the airdrop opportunities, right? So airdrop opportunities are when basically it's marketing dollars that these different platforms will spend for onboarding new customers, right? So they want you to pay with it, so they incentivize you testing and beta testing their platforms by giving you airdrops. So we'll go over some of those. Chain GPT. Again, if you are not familiar with Chat GPT, there's a lot of different protocols that are coming out using Chat GPT in the computer learning. And again, guys, if you understand how Chat GPT works, you're getting the best information that you can get across several data sets, right? So if you can ask a genius a question, that's what this would equate to. So when you take that into finance, and I forgot who I was listening to. I was listening to Bloomberg. Bloomberg has a Bloomberg GPT, and basically they've compiled. I think it's like 40 years or so of their empirical data, put it into the Chat GPT, the learning software, and now it's giving the best financial advice you can get. Because think about, Bloomberg is a financial institution, and they've collected empirical data over 40 plus years, and now you take all of that empirical data and you feed it into a learning computer learning system, an AI system, and now you have some of the best information that you can get. So I think that type of stuff really excites me because I get it, man. Like if you look at high frequency trading, all these different things, all these different bots that we have, um, a lot of the trading that we're doing or that you see on the actual um, markets is done by bots, right? So a lot of the bots are doing the high frequency trading anyway. So if you understand how they trade, then because they're trained to see certain setups, and if you understand how those work, then you can trade along with the bots because it's not a person, there's no emotion. They're gonna move the money when it's supposed to move, they're gonna close when they're supposed to close, like all of those different things. So just ingraining yourself in this new technology, because that's the thing. Either you learn it or you will be replaced by it. Right. So we learn it so we can leverage it, not be replaced by it. All right. And then we'll go over our market review, and then we'll check the charts. All right. So first and foremost, we're looking at stablecoin savings accounts, a viable alternative to fiat banks. So Davos protocol is the first one that we're going to look at, and then I just wanted to, like, if you understand what Davos is, Davos has the financial forum every year, right? This is where all the monetary policy and everything in Switzerland, in Davos, Switzerland, this is where they go to form their the monetary policy for the world, right? Some of the biggest names in the world go there. And this protocol now, I don't know if they're behind this particular protocol because it doesn't say, but that just leads me to believe. And then you see, their imagery is the mountains of Davos and all that. So I'm believing that they might have something to do with it. But again, this is a protocol I want you guys to look at. The next generation of stable asset protocol unlock the earning potential. So when you talk about using this as a bank account, right? The protocol stability benchmark leveraging liquid staking over collateral over collateralized over collateralization, right? So another thing that we're going to dive more into, we're going to get into what is liquid staking, because a lot of these protocols, especially the Ethereum with the new upgrade that they just went through, a lot of liquid staking is happening, and it's becoming more and more popular. So whenever I see something taking hold and really gaining traction, I want to learn more about it. So we're going to dig more into that. So it says the monetary policy of Davos regulates the price stability of the stable coin asset Davos. So it is a token enabling the real yield extracted from liquid staking rewards for Davos stable assets on the POS network. So just gives a little bit about Davos. They accept coins, but here it says have a safe haven for savings unaffected by price fluctuation. So that's the biggest thing there, because you have so many other protocols that we've seen up and down. But again, if you're able to get a sustainable 9% on your assets, that is a great investment. So I always say, test the waters. You know what I mean? I'm not saying jump in there head first, but test the water. Start to use some of these protocols, and see how they work for you. And then once you gain the confidence in them, then you can go in a little bit deeper. But test it out and see how it works. Um, so this is our first project of the day that I want to talk about. So here it just go back and check this one out. This is a great protocol. They have some great partners that's aligned with this particular project. So again, this comes from reliable sources. So I always go, the people that I'm tapped into, um, the projects that they suggest, I always go take a look at them, do my own research, and then I bring them to the family. So definitely go check out this one. Okay. Next we have Chain GPT. So this is another protocol that we have. It also has a coin attached to it. This is for business and enterprise. So I'm gonna play a quick video of what this one is, giving a brief explanation of what it is.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. My name is Tonio and I'm the head of content and media creation at Chain GPT. In this video, we're going to take a look at what is ChainGPT and how you can utilize it for your own Web3 crypto or blockchain business. So what exactly is ChainGPT? ChainGPT is an advanced AI model specifically designed to help or assist with any questions you have regarding the Web3 crypto or blockchain world. So it is essentially an all-in-one solution that can help you with a wide range of tasks. So if you're in the world of crypto, blockchain, and Web3, this is something you definitely do not want to miss. While there's really no limits to what ChainGPT can do, let's talk about a few of the major points that could be really helpful to make your business thrive. So first, ChainGPT can write and develop smart contracts for you. And this is incredibly useful for anybody trying to create their own decentralized application or DApp. So with ChainGPT, you can easily create smart contracts that are reliable, efficient, and secure. ChainGPT can also help you with risk management and AML, which is anti-money laundering. This is crucial for anybody dealing with cryptocurrencies, as it is required to stay within the regulations. So ChainGPT will help you to navigate through this complex landscape so that you stay on the right side of the law. So if you're into charts and technical analysis, you will love what ChainGPT can do for you. It will help you to analyze the market trends and make the right trading decisions. And this is especially important for people that are trading and that always want to stay on top of the game and have the most relevant news up to date. ChainGPT also excels at advanced AI training. That means ChainGPT can help you to train your own AI for your own business purposes. And this will allow you to stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly and fast changing field. So let's say you are a developer. In that case, ChainGPT will be an incredibly useful tool for you. For example, ChainGPT can help you with code explainers, helping you to understand how different lines of code work well together. It can also serve as a code auditor, ensuring that the code that you've previously written is free of vulnerabilities. And finally, ChainGPT is just an overall amazing news source for anything you want to know regarding the Web3 crypto and blockchain space. Okay, everyone, so that was a quick overview of this incredibly powerful tool called ChainGPT. And if you haven't already, make sure to check the link in the description and make sure to check out ChainGPT and try it out for yourself. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, everybody, and welcome to.
All right. So this is what their site looks like. Just gives you a little bit more about them and the project, so you can go check those out. The solution that they offer, so development, SDK, and IP APIs for business. So that's big. Advancing AI trading, um, blockchain analysis, and then also what I wanted to show you guys is the potential for the airdrops. So this is what we also want to pay attention to. So when they're giving away money, basically, and what it compares to is a lot of some of these other protocols that have come out doing some of the similar things. You got to watch and see what they've done, and then you can kind of compare and contrast based on the functionality of what it does. But this actually has their own token, but they're giving away free tokens by just going on their platform, using it. And who knows? And you know, that free token that you may get might be worth thousands of dollars one day, especially if this protocol takes out. But excuse me, but it's always good to get in early on these particular platforms. So if you look at the one we were talking about, Davos, they have a token here. This is pretty much, but you can see these tokens have just hit the market, right? So these are new. And then I want you to look at, where is it? Chain GPT. This one is at 11 cents right now. So this is a investment that you can look at. Not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. But in the last 24 hours, $6 million, up 71%. So it's gaining traction here. And then if you look at the overall all-time high for this one has been 21 cents. So, you know, we're about a 50% discount right now. But think about if you are getting free tokens right now on this particular token, you already know you have an upside of 50%. And then it can go up from there. So definitely something that you want to do your own due diligence on, but start to play with and utilize some of these platforms, man. There's a bunch of projects that'll be coming out. And it's very important that we're paying attention to those particular platforms. All right. Next we have um, this one is called Space ID. So if you're familiar, I think we talked about it before. You had ENS airdrops was worth. See, this is when they talk about the ENS airdrop was worth $10,000. All you had to do is mint a domain. So ENS was the Ethereum domain naming service. So if you wanted to get, Apex of Awesome .eth or run whatever the case may be, you can actually take your own name and put a .eth behind it. So that was the Ethereum naming system that they have, and this is similar to that same system. So the space. Somebody had a question? Are you good? All right, so the Space ID is a project that aims to create a decentralized identity management system using blockchain technology. This project is based on the idea that individuals should be in control of their own identity information, and this information should be decentralized to avoid the risk of association with centralization. The Space ID platform is built on the Ethereum blockchain and uses smart contracts to manage the creation, verification, and sharing of identity information. Users can create an identity on Space ID platform and manage their personal information through the use of digital signature and cryptographic keys. This information can then be shared with others or organizations in a secure and private preserving way. One main benefit of Space ID platform is that it allows users to control their own data and share it on a need-to-know basis, rather than having their personal data information stored in central database. This can help to reduce the risk of data breach and identity theft, as well as give users greater control over their own digital identity. Space Identity is an interesting project that seeks to solve some of the challenges associated with identity management in digital age using the blockchain. So again, why I brought this one up is because this is a platform. Again, you saw the token that they have for Space ID. Did we look at Space ID? Give me 1 second. But they also have a token as well. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me get to it. Well, here's hold on before we go here.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert who will do your taxes for you, you're
Okay. Want to go to their token really quick. So Space ID has their own token sitting at 91 cent here. And think about this too. This is a newly, a fairly new project. Let's go back and see what it is. So we have an all-time high on this one of $1.03. So we're pretty much at the top. The lows was from March 22nd. So again, this is a new project, right? New project coming out. But this is what I always look at out of 23,442 coins, this one ranks number 134. So almost top 200 in all cryptos in just under a month, just over a month, right? So that's pretty impressive. And then you look at the volume that's coming through this particular project. So $698 million in the last 24 hours, has a market cap of 260 million. So there is tons and tons of money flowing into this particular project. So again, these are the projects that we want to be paying attention to. They're early, they're getting adoption. And if you go to the contracts, so the contracts that they have BNB and they have Ethereum. Let's look at the Ethereum contract. If we look at the Ethereum contract, you see not a lot of holders, 511 holders. So again, very, very new on that particular one. And then let's look at the BNB contract just to see if it's more on there. So on the so most of the volume is found on the BNB contract. So 58,465 wallet address on the BNB contract. So guys, this one here is getting some adoption. So Let's take a look at it really quick, because what I wanted to show you is the price discovery that they're talking about
What's
for this
going on, everyone?
particular project. All right.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome
Skip.
back to the channel. Listed project here. We can see that this is just listed actually as of the 22nd of March, and we can see that the price action is honestly just kind of steady at around 44 cents. Now let's just compare the market cap and compare it to other projects, right? So first of all, if we compared one space ID and we moved the market cap to that of Bitcoins, it would actually put the price of one ID at around $1,818, or an upside of 4,084x. Now, moving even further here, if it was that of, for example, Ethereum at a $209 billion evaluation, that would put the potential price of one ID at $732, or an upside of 1,644x. And moving along here, if it was that of, for example, Chainlink at $3.3 billion, that would put the potential price to $11, and also that would be a 25x. So currently it's ranked at 196, and let's just hypothetically say if it was that of the 100th position currently, where would that actually put the price, and which project would that actually compare to? Well, it would actually be that of Radix, which, by the way, I made a video about Radix. It's a project that I definitely like, and Radix has a market cap of 410 million. That would put the potential price of one ID at $1.43, or an upside of 222%. So let me know where you guys think Space ID is going to go in. What's going on, everyone?
So like you see, it's just giving you a comparison of what the potential is. Again, not financial advice, but just want to, give you a kind of idea. Like I said, and even that video, I think that video was filmed like 2 weeks ago. So at that point, it was ranked at 193, somewhere around there, and now it's ranked at about 143. So it's already climbing in rank. It's already moving. So this is definitely one that you want to take a look at. All right. So before we get out of here today, let's check the charts really quick. See what this Bitcoin chart is doing. Give me that. So again, it's the same. It's pretty much the same thing. Ran up. It still hasn't been able to break out. Remember, our key level that we're looking at on Bitcoin is 3,500. 30,500. We're looking to get above 3,500 and then continue to the upside. If we're able to do that, then that would be a bullish scenario. We still have a swing high here. That has to be taken out around 32,000. To me, that's like the ultimate, because I think we can get a wick up here, take out some liquidity, and continue down to the downside. But right now, this resistance point, and I think it's something that we discussed last week. If we're looking at the reaction in this zone, as far as consolidation here in this zone, that we've seen it already before. So let me get to the day chart, and you can see the same thing is happening in this same zone here. We had a lot of consolidation happening here. A lot of consolidation, and then we had a move to the downside. So are we looking at the same pattern play out? This upward sloping trend line has been respected, continues to be respected. So we'll see if it breaks. If it breaks, then we'll be looking for higher on the Bitcoin chart. If it does not, if we lose this line, we would look for a retest and then continue down to the downside. I've been doing some more learning. Brother Ron has helped me as well with the order blocks and insufficiencies in the market and things like that. So if you look at the chart, you look at that there are some efficiency gaps here, and then we have of course we had a couple of order blocks here, and then an order block here. So I'm thinking that it's going to go back down here, because even if you look from this this wick to this wick, you have a liquidity zone here that I believe they're gonna drop down and get that liquidity there. And then you also have another gap here and another gap here. So there's some liquidity at the bottom that has to be taken out, and I believe that we're still going to get that. But again, we're looking at tomorrow. Is what do we have coming up tomorrow? So we already had the building permits that came in today. So forecast was for 1.45. The actual came in 1.41. So actually came in slower on building permits. So that shows us that the market is slowing down. So definitely want to be taking a look at that. So I like I said, I believe we got more downside to go. Let's look at our dollar. Dollar is still sitting on this support level here. Right here, still respecting this trend line here. So again, looking for a break of this trend line, a retest, and then a move up to a higher level. If it does that, then of course, guys, when the dollar is stronger, then all other risk on assets are weaker, right? So if the dollar goes up, then we can look for Bitcoin and other things that we're looking at, other cryptos, other stocks, to have a decline in the market. All right. So with that being said, that will do it for today.